What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Merseyside derby preview here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds take on Everton. It's a 12:30 kick-off on Saturday. We'll be live for the watch-along right here from 11:30 a.m, so hope to see you there with us. If you haven't gone through one of my previews before, what I do is I give you my score prediction, my starting 11 prediction, my thoughts in the game, and of course, ask you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course, we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. So look, a bit of an injury update, I guess, ahead of this one. Obviously, we know that Andy Robertson is ruled out for up to 10 weeks with his shoulder injury, so that's incredibly bad news if we're being honest about it. Still no Thiago Alcantara, still no Stefan Bajcetic, no Curtis Jones available for this because, of course, he's still suspended. Ben Doak will be probably ruled out as well as he picked up a knock with the Scottish under-21. So, I'm not going to say we're down to the bare bones, but there are some selection headaches for Jurgen ahead of this game. We're going to start off now, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you my score prediction. But before I do, I just want to give a few words on Everton. Look, they're there for the beating. Let's be honest about it. I know when Dominic Calvert-Lewin plays, they're always a threat. I know Sean Dyche will have them up for the game, but they're not very good. And I expect Liverpool to be able to handle them with relative ease. Look, it's a Merseyside derby. It's going to be 100 miles an hour. It's going to be blood and thunder. It's going to be physical. But I think we should be able to manage it. I want to say this beforehand because I want to get it out there just in case. I don't like David Coote being on VAR. That makes me very nervous. David Coote has history with Liverpool Football Club. So I'm expecting a contentious decision to say the least. And I think the PGMOL they could have done a little bit better than going with Coote for this one. But that being said, let's start off with the score prediction. What have I gone for this one? Have I gone for a Liverpool win? Have I gone for a draw? Is it going to be close? I've gone for a 3-0 win. You might think I'm getting ahead of myself. You might think that that's absolute, off-the-wall stuff. But as I said, I think Everton are there for the beating. I think we're by far the better team. I think we're going to want to respond after what happened to us, only taking 1 point from 6 before the international break. And I think we're going to win. And I think we're going to win with relative ease. So 3-0 for me seems fair. And I think it's a scoreline that's potentially doable. So again, I want to know your thoughts. Do you agree or do you disagree? Now, though, we get into the real meat and the bones. We're going to go through this predicted 11. And starting off, as I always do, with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. No real surprises here. Of course, I've gone for Alisson Becker between the sticks. For me, look, you could see Jurgen Klopp go with Virgil van Dijk and Joel Matip. He's done that on many occasions this season. I just think a better fit is to go for Canade. I think we could do with Canade's calmness, Canade's speed, because I think Virgil's lost a yard. I think he certainly lost some of his ability, and I think we need Canade alongside him. If it's Matip, I'm sure it'll be fine, but if there's one partner on this defence that I'm starting to get a bit more concerned about, it's the left side. It's Virg, and I never thought I'd be saying that. So I think it'll be Alisson, Canade and Virgil van Dijk in the centre-back positions. Obviously, moving into the full-back areas now, we know we've got no Andy Robertson. So I was faced with a couple of options. Do I maybe play Jarrell Kwanzaa at left-back? Do I move Joe Gomez across from right-back, maybe over to left-back? Well, this is what I've gone with. Costas Tsimikas at left-back and Trent Alexander-Arnold at right-back. I think Costas is going to be fine for certain types of games. Games where we're going to want to be on the front foot. This being one of those games. We know he won't shirk the physical battle. We know he's got a great engine. I just have concerns about certain aspects of his game. But I don't think Everton are good enough to cause us the problems that I think other teams will. So Costas to me is fine at left back for this one, and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right hand side, probably tucking into midfield alongside to be that second number 6. So no real surprises there. Probably exactly what you expected from me. Now I think maybe I'm going to surprise a few of you with my midfield selections. So what I've gone for is no Alexis McAllister, mainly because I remember after the last international break how tired and fatigued he was, and I think we'd be better off starting him from the bench in this one. I also don't like him being shoehorned into the number 6 when he's not a natural number 6, so I think, and I said this in our live stream tonight, it's time to give Endo a run. It's time to give him a run of games. We won't know if Endo is going to be good enough until he gets at least 8, 9, 10 games in a row. And this seems as good a game as any to start it. So he's been in great form for Japan. I'd play Endo in the 6. And ahead of him, I've gone for Szoboszlai and I've gone for Ryan Gravenberch, who has been sensational. Very unlucky not to get on the score sheet in the last game. Obviously, we know all about Dominic Szoboszlai. I would say probably one of the signings of the summer, if not the signing of the summer. And that's the midfield I'd like to see for this one. Endo in the number 6. Let's see if he can cut it in a Merseyside derby, because if you can get through that game with the intensity and the speed the game's going to be played at, I think he'll be fine for the rest of the Premier League. Ryan Gravenberch deserves a start for me. I don't like what's going on with him and the under-21s in the Netherlands. I think they need to sort that out and understand that the reason he wasn't there for the last lot was because he just moved to Liverpool. He was settling into a new city. He was needing to sort out accommodation and lots of stuff after a move. So I hope they can work that out. But I think Endo in the 6, Dominic Szoboszlai on the right side of midfield, and Ryan Gravenberch on the left. That's my midfield 3. Now into the attacking end of the pitch. Again, I'm going to say that my decisions were... They were twofold. They were based off Jurgen not really liking to use certain players after the international breaks, and also because, of course, some of our players aren't available. Cody Gakpo is back, which is great news. I don't think we'll see him start a game after being out for a little bit. I think we're more likely to see him come off the bench. So this is what I've gone with in the wide areas. No real surprises here. Look, if there's a player that Klopp will play after the international break who has travelled from South America, it is usually Diaz, because he is fitness personified. So I think we may see him again on the left-hand side, and of course Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. No surprises there. But the last part, this is the part I probably have to explain. Diogo Jota through the centre for me, because he hasn't played much over the international break with Portugal. He didn't have to travel too much. He knows where the goal is. And I think if we need to win the game from the bench, if you've got Darwin, if you've got Gakpo, if you've got McAllister, you have some great options to come off the bench and change the game. So I think we start with Diogo Jota through the centre. And it was a coin toss. I was half thinking of putting Diogo Jota out on the left-hand side and putting Darwin Núñez through the middle, or Darwin Núñez on the left-hand side and putting Jota through the middle. But I tried to go with what I think Jurgen will go with. So I think it's going to be Alisson in goal, Trent at right back, Costas at left back, Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk in the centre back positions. Endo, I hope, in the 6. Then Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch. Ahead of them, Mohamed Salah on the right, Lucho on the left. And I think he will go for Diogo Jota through the centre. So that is my say. Now it's over to you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree with my started 11? Do you think it's absolutely ludicrous? This is what it's for. Let me know your thoughts. Again, score predictions. Would love to know how you guys think the game's going to go. Let us know below. Also, want to just draw your attention to Top of the League as well, our brand new second channel that we launched last month. Hope that you guys can have a look in the description of this video. You'll see a link to Top of the League. A couple of videos went up there. Today I did one on the situation of Manchester United and the takeover, so would love to know your thoughts on that. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. And if I don't catch you then, hopefully see you here from 11:30 AM on Saturday ahead of the Merseyside derby, where hopefully we put Everton to the sword. Talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye-bye.